Hey guys. So, how many of you are alive? I'm dead. Fuck, I'm sorry. No pun intended. But I'm dead fucking serious. Show of hands, alright? Who thinks that they are alive? Living life. Living. L-I-V fucking I-N-G. Okay? It's interesting to me. I've been thinking about this shit lately, as I do. Fuck. I bet most of you are fucking sitting there like, this bitch is so weird. Why do I listen to her? You're like, of course, we're all fucking alive. Listen, I know what I meant when I said what I said, okay? But yeah, alright. So, yes, in the physical sense, maybe you are breathing, your heart is pumping, keeping the body full of, oxygen and life and shit on fucking planet Earth, yes. But the flesh is not all that matters. And it is not at all what makes us true living beings. Not even fucking close, actually, you guys, okay? I mean, I don't know. You know, I like to talk about different POVs on this fucking podcast, okay? So let's look at it this way for a bit, okay? If the physical is all that you count as being alive, okay? The physicalness is what makes life life, right? Then, by that logic, you die every night. Right? Because we all dream at night, even if we don't remember them, right? Science has shown we always dream. And because in this state, you're not with your physical body, but instead you enter into, I don't know, a fucking dream world, right? I guess. And in that world, technically, you're living a different life. So, I mean, fucking honestly, what is a dream? What is a dream to those who honestly believe that this physical reality is all that there fucking is? And funny enough, just like deja vu, okay, which for the record, I believe deja vu is us tapping into ourselves on differing timelines. I'm just saying, that's my 2 cents. But dreaming and deja vu are all experiences we all acknowledge that we have, right? All of us have them. But nobody can seem to explain why we have them. Like, why we all dream, and what dreams actually fucking are, right? In my humble opinion, dreaming, it's one of the most vulnerable things we have as humans. And also, I don't know, it's like one of the most specific points in our own minds that is trying to show us there's more to us than just a physical body. Way more. Yeah? I don't know. I mean, the way I look at it, okay, is how is it that we can be so visually stimulated to the point that we're feeling like we're there, right? But at the very same moment, our body is not with us and our human eyes are closed. Is dreaming not a sense of astral projection? Hmm? I mean, really? Or better yet, what if the dream world is the reality and the physical world is actually the fucking dream? It makes you fucking think. And no, I'm not high, I promise. No, I don't know. I just sit here and I think, like, I don't know. Like, how does one stay in a mindset that the physical being is all that matters? Like, that's the reality. That's the fucking real world, right? But at the same time, these same people do not deny that they have dreams and visions while their body is asleep. Yeah, I don't know. I personally love to explore the what ifs of our humanity. And honestly, guys, it's how I've come to terms with a lot of fucking things in my healing and in my life in general, too. Just by being open-minded and, asking the questions as they come about in my fucking Gen brain. It is what it is. I don't know. To me, I don't know, there's this otherworldly sense of consciousness that is clearly working behind the scenes all the fucking time. And I don't know. I think if we find a way to like tap into the fabric of all that, then life as we know it here on Earth as humans is gonna be much, much different. I'd say probably better. Because, I don't know, I guess I just feel like we would all have a better understanding of all that is. And I just think that's a great fucking way to fucking go. So, I don't know, sue me, I guess. I think, you guys, that fucking whoever actually discovers what dreams are made for, and how they are here for us and the consciousness of them, I don't know. It's going to change our lives. I really do. I think, like, once we're able to figure all that out, I don't know. Anyway, yeah. So, to fucking summarize my Gen ramblings, I guess. To be alive is more than just having a body. If it wasn't, dreaming would not be a part of living. Yeah? I feel like once we're able to grasp this fucking concept in our own lives, then we truly are at a new beginning. I don't know. I guess it's like taking a step back from the mundane of reality as we used to know it, right? And aligning with our souls. I think, I don't know. Maybe that's part of how dreams work, how they incorporate into life. I don't fucking know. I don't have all the answers, you guys. This is me just fucking blah, blah, blahing with you. But, I don't know. Maybe that is how life actually works, right? Like, we just don't, I don't know. Maybe we just don't always see it right away. Like, I don't know. You ever, go through life and you tried something in the past, but you failed, right? And maybe you beat yourself up because you failed. But, I don't know. Maybe, like, those things we tried in our past, like, that we think we failed, but maybe they didn't go as planned because maybe we just self-sabotaged. Maybe we let those old ego tricks of shame and guilt overtake us for that time. Yeah? Maybe, though, if we pivot, right, and embrace the fact that we are always changing in life, always growing, if we so choose, of course. But maybe if we do choose to embrace that, then we can learn that what we needed then is not what we need now in this present moment. Maybe we learn lessons, from those failures, and maybe those dream states are ways that we learn those lessons without actually realizing we're being taught. Maybe it's all a subconscious journey that aligns us all of us, towards moving into the life where we live our deepest desires, our dream lives. Yeah? I don't know. I guess I'd rather progress through my physical life from here on out, knowing my energetic self more. I guess that's what I'm saying. I'm of the mindset that just because things didn't work out before doesn't mean it's always a failure. No, I don't believe that. Sometimes it just means it wasn't the right time and lessons needed to be learned for it to work for the greatest good in our lives. I don't know. I mean, today isn't yesterday. So I always try to look at each day, look each day right in the fucking face with, a new, fresh perspective and just allow myself to start again. What's so wrong with that? Why do we get so caught up in the physical demands of this life that we forget that each day, each hour, each fucking minute, for crying out loud, is a great chance to start again if we need to? I don't know. But, I mean, in my opinion, whoever fucking started that chain reaction is a fucking dick. I'm sorry, but it's fucking true. Like, what the hell? I mean, I don't know. Look at it this way. If something failed, why do we choose to focus on that failing? Like, what good comes of it? The first step in honoring your own soul guidance, you guys, is to fucking accept the failures as a passage to where we're going, a fucking rite of passage, right? We have to learn from them, and that is all. By focusing on the failings, we make them mean something they don't. We do that. We make them more important than what's beyond them. As we heal and follow our hearts, we start, to turn our heads always away from what is dying, right? We gotta learn to do this gently, right? You want to turn away from what no longer serves you, the dying in life, right? Do it gently. We are, fragile little humans after all. So, be gentle with yourself. But also firm at the same time. We have to believe in our own self. And when we do, we easily allow ourselves to see those failings as a death of the old. And now, like I said, we're turning our heads towards the new. Today, from, our fucking healed sense of self, bravo us, we can choose to look not at what has died, but instead at what is living, or still living, yeah? For me, now I choose to see love where at one point, one could only see pain. And by doing this, by allowing myself to honor my soul in this way, I now see a sense of freedom in this world where many others still focus on and buy into manipulations and illusions. I mean, how could it not be right for us to do this? Like, how could it not be right for us to dare to believe in better for ourselves? Like, to follow the dreams that we all have. Why else do we have them? I don't know. I just refuse to surrender the hope that I have always had within me. I don't know. For me, for too long, I chose to ignore that hope. And I became like a fucking shell of who I truly was because of doing that. And I won't do that to me again. I just fucking won't. The hope to me is like the lantern in the darkness, yeah? The hope is what makes a dream out of old nightmares, yeah? See? I've learned, and I hope if you take nothing else away from this episode, that that you at least take this with you, okay? Even as we live through those fucking nightmares in life, right? As we go through, the turmoils and the trials that we all go through in one way or another, right? We can still, while we're going through those tough things, enjoy parts of our lives. It's okay to smile when you're sad. It's okay. It's okay to be sad when you're sad. It's always okay. And I don't know. I'm just saying, yes, we acknowledge that there is hurt, but we still are very much allowed, or even fucking encouraged, I'd say, to find the things that make us feel better, happier. You never have to dwell in feeling bad just because there happens to be something tough or bad feeling going on outside of you. Take small doses of good until they pile up and you feel more good than not. I hope you feel gooder. Just fucking let it flow gradually. And I guess, I don't know, just don't deny yourself a way out of your own life turmoils. Okay? Hopefully that makes sense. I got a little distracted there. They pulled over some dude across the street, so I'm kind of eyeballing what's going on, being fucking nosy. But yeah. So I don't know. For me, listening to my heart is how I fucking choose to live the rest of my damn life, and I'm not even fucking sorry for it. The way forward for me, and maybe for you, who knows, is through my wonderful, powerful, rebellious little fucking human heart. And when I listen to my heart, she's like, look, bitch, I don't care if it appears to make fucking sense or if it's quote unquote the right way to do things. My heart's all like, fuck that. She's all, I don't care what the brain says is real and what the brain says is fake. From now on, we live through our own inner wisdoms. Wisdoms that cannot be coerced into anything that is not worthy of us. Or, wisdoms that won't be controlled by anything or anyone. We live, we love, and we carry on fucking knowing it is what it is and all is well. My little heart has a mouth. She speaks her truth, and damn it, if I only listened to her sooner. But I digress. As again, everything in its time, and all is well as it should be. That's how you find the joy in the turmoil. You see? Our hearts are so very fucking wise, you guys, when we listen to what they tell us. They really are, because the heart starts out with our best good from the moment we're fucking born. The brain is programmed over the course of our lives to believe what we are told. That's the difference between living from the heart and living only from the mind. Let your heart guide your mind instead of the other way around. Just give it a fucking try. That's all I'm saying. It really changes the views of our world when we do. And that's how we change the way humans live. It is. It's a one by one, a self-realization and self-acceptance that brings us each to our own individual better places. It just fucking does. And yeah, I heard a story once that kind of goes with what I'm talking about here. How the mind works versus the heart, right? See, over time, we, as humans, have been conditioned to believe that it's through force and extreme effort, right, that we fucking succeed in life. We succeed in honoring what life is all about, right? But even at work, one of my favorite work mantras is work smarter, not harder. I'm sure you've all heard that one before, right? But I think it's a good one. I do. For me, it helps me keep calm and centered as I go through, my work fucking tasks, right? It's allowing what is and going with that. Not about forcing a reaction, but more about simply honoring the process as it unfolds. So I look to do the same in my life as a whole. You feel me? So anyway, this story fucking goes like this. One day, the sun and the wind were fighting about who was stronger. They went like back and forth a bit until finally they decided to bet on it. They saw this dude, right? This dude is fucking walking down the street with like he's got his coat on. And they bet that whoever could force the coat off this dude was the most fucking powerful. This is the bet. So the wind blew and blew, and the gusts of wind like caught under the dude's coat, like almost ripping it right off his body, right? But the guy, he just like pulled his coat closer to him, you know, like you do when it's windy, you pull it tight, protecting yourself against heavy wind, right? Same idea. So eventually the wind gave up, not having been able to force the coat off this dude. And so the dude keeps walking, and now the sun steps in. The sun began shining down on the sky, right? It's getting brighter and brighter, warming the air, until the guy slipped off his coat because of the heat. And he continued to walk along down the street with the coat slung over his shoulder. And the moral of the story is, like what the wind could not accomplish by force, the sun was able to accomplish by just being what it was, the sun, right? The heart guides us to be who we are, where the brain tries to force us to fit in where it thinks we should. What I've learned over the course of my journey so far is that who I am is better than anything that others have told me to be. And see, it's the outside world that narrates the brain. We think we are thinking for ourselves, but sometimes when it comes to ourselves, we aren't at all. We are thinking of what we want others to see us as, when all we really need to be is who we are already deep within. Doing that attracts the right people into our lives naturally. Which, don't we all want the right fucking people in our lives? Fucking duh. That's why. That's why so many struggle, because they're living a false sense of who they think the world wants them to be. And so they continue to attract only those who want that same facade. You get it? It's time as humans that we all step up and honor our true selves without fear. And we do that by listening to the love within our own hearts. The power of attraction, right? Not of force, is what naturally re-energizes our body. Our minds and our hearts, right? Even after the struggles we have in life. It's a simple change in our approach. That's it. And it's literally all it takes, you guys. It's what allows the shift from mind-based living to heart-based living, and that is so fucking good for our own individual well-being. It really is. Truth is, we heal ourselves so we can help the world heal. It's that old fucking domino effect we've talked about so many times over the course of this podcast, right? We just have to get used to seeing our lives in smaller pieces and parts before we can see how those make up the bigger picture of what our lives all mean. On this journey, we learn that it is best to focus one step at a time. Be present with that specific step. Live it. Honor the feelings of it. Often, this journey is done within. It is just how it has to be. But we learn not to be afraid that what is within is never going to manifest on the outside. We learn that like attracts like. And so healing and journeying within is very much a step in the right direction. Fucking always, you guys, always. We learn to honor the heart, and that brings us to realize that those changes we once thought with our minds to be so very fucking scary are actually an amazing, incredible blessing. And you guys, I'm telling you, the joy of that is something that it can only ever be felt. Even my attempt to explain that feeling with words, it would be doing it a great fucking disservice. Okay? All I can do is urge you to try for you. So, to get ourselves to this feeling, we have to allow and acknowledge that yes, there are going to be parts of this journey that are unknown to us. We can't get scared at the unknown. It's how, it's where and when we learn how not to force our way through life anymore. Accept the unknown. We learn to accept that unknown with faith in our heart. But first, we have to leave behind our burdens while holding on to, those keepsakes that speak to our own hearts. It's how we grow and become more accepting of what we just cannot know yet. We are all just meant to take one step at a time and live best we can in each of those steps. See? It's small steps. They are small, but they are powerful. More powerful than we realize. I'm hearing the universe rewards motion. The small steps are the being, right? Just like the sun in our little story, from earlier. We just are where we are. We're in that step. And we live alongside that truth. We don't force like the wind, trying to take fucking 9 giant steps at once, because we learn that we are just missing too much when we try to do that. We're missing too fucking much. I don't know. It's time we allow ourselves to step back and take those baby fucking steps. Baby steps. Like fucking Mother May I. Who played that game as a kid? Mother May I. It's such an easy fucking game to cheat at when the quote-unquote mother either, likes you a lot or doesn't. So they either allow you to move forward with whatever you ask, or they just fucking don't. Life is kind of like that, right? It's the same, except that the quote-unquote mother, the universe in this case, right, always wants us to take the time and care to step small until we reach the end of our games. Yeah? I hope that makes sense. I guess what I'm saying is that we have to have faith in the process of our own life. We have to trust that there are always that we will always be able to find our way, even in those times on our journey when we aren't living the dream, so to speak, but instead we feel like we're trapped in a fucking nightmare. If we can embrace just being who, where, and when we are, just as the sun won the bet by just being, right? We learn that the invisible guiding hand of the universe in our lives is much, much more powerful than all the force we can muster as human beings. Our faith is able to gracefully affect and influence situations in our lives that will often appear to work out magically when we just relax and allow them to unfold however they may. It's ironic that when we follow our faith in whatever way faith speaks to us individually, right, that we actually become more empowered, a more empowered version of ourselves, right? And we finally see what we previously could not. What we could not see when we tried too hard to control so much of our lives. We have to listen to the voice in our heart because, I don't know, you guys, I've come to realize that voice, okay, is the universe speaking through us and to us at the same time. I got drama. I got another car pulled up across the street where this dude's pulled over. But anyway, sorry. Squirrel. Yeah, the voice of the universe. It's speaking through us and to us at the same fucking time. And that voice, I feel like that voice knows what we do not yet understand. So to have faith and trust in that is what will set us free. It's through faith that peace is restored, and it's as simple as fucking that. Just take it from your girl who loves her fucking peace, okay? So, to be alive, to live the dream and banish the nightmares, to see what was once unseen, is to finally become what we're meant to be. Faithfully surrendered beings who trust the path as life unfolds it before them. Not trying to control the path or pave the way when it's clear. It must sometimes be a rocky climb. Life is lived through the power of faith in that next step. And the universe favors those bold enough to take it. And so we have to embrace our own ability and believe in ourselves and just be willing to do just that. So I say, take the step. Take the fucking step every damn time and just allow the universe to show you the best way for your own personal life journey. You know, it's just as this podcast began with one simple recorded word. And now it has reached its 100th fucking episode, you guys. You too will be able to look back on all these baby steps in your life. It's up to you to choose to see the growth or to choose to focus on the failures. It's up to you to begin living the dreams you have or to dwell in what feels like a damn nightmare. I hope you choose growth. I hope you choose your dreams. I read this once, and I'll share it now. And it didn't list an author, so I can't give credit, but hey, I'm not claiming it, so if it's fucking yours, well, they're beautiful words, my friend. Bravo. But yeah, it goes like this. Keep your heart open to dreams. For as long as there is dream, there is hope. And as long as there is hope, there is joy in living. And I'm telling you, it's the way to go grow. It's grow through life and the way to view life, you know? Just keep going from the simple joy of it. Of however you find the joy in each bit, yeah? I really hope you do. And so, my friends, definitely keep growing, keep going, keep dreaming, and just, I don't know, just allow yourself the peace of going one step at a time, experiencing the joys along your own life path. And on that note, well, I will talk to you all fucking later. Okay, my friends. Bye.